boarding at 1:45.
This vehicle it does both land and water tour. So it's amphibious vehicle.
Welcome everybody. Hope y'all are enjoying this beautiful, balmy Monday afternoon. Before you come on the bus, please, everybody sign in on the manifest. That's just something you sign to get onto a boat. It's not a waiver, just a sign-in sheet. Once you come aboard, everybody gets a duck quacker, because this is a duck tour. Everybody gets a duck quacker. And a quacker for you.
Oh, thank you.
Very good. And a quacker for you.
Maybe to the back so we can stand. It's okay.
But 6th Street, of course, very wild, very fast-paced. You know, Austin is generally very laid-back, very slow-moving. And yeah, this area, yes, is very casual, but it is very party-hardy. So if that's your thing, this is where you want to go. But of course, it's not for everybody. You know, we've got many different bar districts in downtown Austin alone. We're going to see West 6th in a little bit, Brady Street as well. You've got the Warehouse District, which is a little bit more, you know, I don't want to say upscale, but very different. Speaking of Texas politics, every governor of Texas has their inaugural party at the Driscoll Hotel. Texas movies too. We're turning right off of 6th Street, so this is our old 6th Street, the old Pecan Street, the old Stagecoach Road to Houston. Use money from the cattle business to fund this building. The building itself is made of two kinds of stone. The inside is limestone that was quarried at a place called Convict Hill. The outside stone is granite. They had finished this one in 1888, and it was a crowning joy for the state of Texas because now we had a Capitol building that was taller than the one in Washington, D.C., taller by 14 feet because of that statue at the very top, the Goddess of Liberty. Now, can any Texans tell me what the origin of the Goddess of Liberty is? So the Goddess of Liberty was based off of the flag that was flown at the Battle of San Jacinto, April 21st, 1836. We're passing Lavaca Street. Lavaca, of course, is Spanish for the cow, and this was the cattle road back in the day. On the right side, we've got the Heman Marion Sweat Courthouse, which is part of UT history because Heman Marion Sweat was the first African-American law student at the University of Texas in the 1950s. And over here on the right side, we've got the, which is one of the oldest parks of Austin, plotted out in 1840 when Austin was only 1 year old. Now they do a lot of weddings out here. It used to be all owned by the Bremond family. You had to be in the family or married into the family to live down here. Based on the style of architecture, what country would you imagine that Mr. Bremond came from? I think France, exactly. So that's that Second Empire style of architecture, very much associated with New Orleans. Right over here, One Taco, which was put on the map recently by Guy Fieri in the TV show Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Of course, West 6th is another part of 6th Street, just like the historic part of 6th Street we saw at the beginning of the tour. Very different though, and slightly older crowd, although this area is becoming more popular with the college students. Lots of good places to watch the games. We've seen 6th Street, you know, a lot of bars, you know, and there's so many different neighborhoods in town. You know, whatever you're looking for, you can find it. Great outdoor stuff, you know, Carter Creek Greenbelt, the Texas Hill Country. Anyway, We're gonna turn this into a boat, so y'all get ready.
Yeah, we're gonna launch into the water.
Now we're gonna lead this to a vote. Who wants a big splash and who wants a little splash? Well, unfortunately, this is not a democracy. This is a ductatorship. So we're gonna give you all a time. No, I'm just joking. We're gonna give you all a big splash. Oh look, we got a duck on the left, so no refunds at this point. Y'all have seen your duck. All right, here we go. Here we go. Are we ready?
Yeah!
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go. All right.
Look, no hands.
Hey, let's be Well, now we're on the lake. Y'all are free to get up. You can move around. You can walk around, do some yoga, do some stretches, no swimming. If you brought any fishing equipment, you're more than welcome to do some fishing. Oh yeah, you could dock your boat there. Over here, this lake we're on is 22 miles long. You all know what lake we're on right now? Lake Austin, yes. This is the southernmost or downstreammost of what are known as the Highland Lakes. Lake Austin. On the right, we've got Dennis Quaid's old house. This is where Dennis Quaid used to park his helicopter on top of this boat slip. You see the spiral staircase? Well, now it's owned by one of Elon Musk's business associates. Over here on the right, we've got Sandra Bullock's old house. So Sandra Bullock of Miss Congeniality lived right over here. This lake, they used to drain it about every 3 years to control the hydrilla, which is a kind of water plant. It was a huge problem for a while because people are getting it clogged in their boat propellers. Now what they do is they introduce these carp. The carp are about yay big, they're giants, and the carp have been very effective in killing off all these plants. And they actually started fishing for them. They do carp fishing tournaments. You can rent kayaks, and I believe you can still rent paddleboards out here. Now you can get a great view of the dam on our right. You see a guy on the boat. I don't think he's out there today, but that's one of the oldest boats and biggest boats on Lake Austin. It fits about 250 people. I've only been on there a couple of times, but it's been was built in 1947, so just 7 years after this lake was dammed. And it's too big to take anywhere, so it's just going to stay out here.
We're now approaching land.
There are a lot of trees around here, so be sure to keep your elbows inside once we get back on land.
Ready to get back on land?
Excellent. It's going to be a little bit of a bump. Usually we make it. No refunds if we don't. Looks like we got a school group over here on the right. Here we go. All right. Oopsie. Looks like, oh man, this again. Looks like we might need some help. So, do we have anybody, any CrossFitters, any iron and steel workers back there to help push us out of this lake? I see we got some volunteers. Maybe we can get those guys. I've got an idea. Well, this always works. Let's use some duck force to get out. So we're going to get your parkers out. On the count of 4, give us the loudest spike you can. So here I go.
1, 2, 3, 4.